The good life, full of fun, seems to be the idea.
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. Where the heck are we? We're in my villa in Vito del Gargano, Italy. Puglia, absolutely beautiful. Forgive the sound and lighting. I'm here with limited camera and lighting equipment. But honored to have you here. We're going to make a great recipe. Vico del Gargano is right near the sea, Adriatic, and it is absolutely one of the best places in the world that have seafood. So what we're going to make is linguine clam sauce, which is so simple and so easy, and one of the best, certainly, recipes that you'll ever have. So so something fun to kind of go over here with ingredients and such, and we'll hit it really quick right out of the park. So I've got 1 pound of linguine pasta. Hey, if you get the Italian pasta, which is durum wheat only, I don't want it fortified, I want nothing. And I want it right from Italy. That's just absolutely delicious. One of my little wine decanters there, kind of cool. And I've got about 2 dozen small clams here. So these are a varietal clam. You can see they got little stripes on them. They're really cool. We get them right here in Vico del Gargano. So those are a species of clam specific to the area. But you know, you get a couple dozen clams. Little ones are a little sweeter, they're a little nicer. Bigger ones are going to be a little tougher. So you can get some baby clams. It's always a little nicer thing to do. Like I said, I got a couple of dozen. I've got 3 cloves of garlic, which is going to be great. I've got some white wine. What I've got here is Bambino Bianco, which is a Puglia wine. It's a white wine. It's absolutely delicious. It's one of my favorites. Here, let me try it. Good stuff. Chef can drink out of the bottle. That's the rule here in this kitchen. All right. So we've got some white wine. We've got salt, pepper. Got a couple of cloves or heads of garlic there just for decoration. We're going to want about 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter, Italian butter if you can get it. Most of your specialty stores will carry it, which is great. And then you're going to want some olive oil. Now, what I would use is extra virgin Italian only olive oil. I don't know where I could get. You know, I'd probably use Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. So it's something I talk about a lot of times, but this is my farm right here in Puglia, Italy, and it's actually an olive grove. It's a working olive grove. So we make olives and we squeeze them, we crush them, and we make extra virgin Italian olive oil. And we've got Vito and Joe's, after my 2 boys, extra virgin Italian olive oil. So the olives are only Italian, Ogliari. It's earthy, it's grassy, it's peppery, it's absolutely delicious. And you can't get it anywhere else other than on my website, cookingitalianwithjoe.com, or you can go to Amazon, or you can go right on Facebook. But any of those 3 spots, you can grab yourself a small or large bottle of olive oil and have a bottle of Italy right in your own kitchen. So, so that being said, what do you say we get rocking? I've got the water going to get the pasta going, and then I've got a pan for the clams. So once the water starts to boil, you start the clams, you rock and roll. This thing goes really fast. You put it together, it's going to be absolutely delicious, all right? So I'll meet you guys over the stove. All right, guys, so what I've got going here is I've got a pan just empty, okay? And all I want to do is prep it. So I'm going to get everything in there that I need to do. I'm going to cover it as soon as I put the pasta in, okay? And the water's almost ready to boil. So as soon as I put the pasta in, then I'm going to turn the heat up and just put the lid over it. When the pasta's done, clams are done, I'm going to pull the pasta out, put it in a pan, mix everything right in there. It's going to be absolutely delicious, easy, fun, delicious, one of the best things you'll have. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a splash of Vito and Joe's olive oil in there, okay? So I probably got about 4 or 5 tablespoons in there, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my garlic, okay? I love garlic. Absolutely awesome, right? All right, so I've got my garlic in there. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, not a lot, okay? Definitely going to put my pepper. Okay, a couple grains of that. I'm going to put a splash of my Bambino Bianco, so maybe about a 1/3. I'm going to put my 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so I got everything in there because I'm going to use that. This is the sauce we're going to use in the linguine, okay? And then what I'm going to do is, traditionally you wouldn't use cheese on this. What I've got here is some Vito and Joe's olive oil with some sunflower tomatoes, okay, and some oregano and some thyme and some hot pepper. So I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of that in there, and that's going to give it just a little bit of a kick. Nothing horrible, but something a little bit warm. So they'll traditionally do it with a red peppercorn. And then I'm going to take my clams, I'm going to pop them in there. I'm going to put a plate over the top, and I'm ready to go. Hey guys, ready to rock and roll. So we got the water with a rapid boil. I'm going to throw my linguine in there, pop that off to the side. Don't ever put oil in there. I got a great video on how the masters cook pasta, but don't put oil in your pasta water. It coats the pasta, prevents it from absorbing any flavor within the pasta water. So what I've got here is, I've got salted water, and I'm going to give it a really good stir. It won't stick if you stir it, so that's the key. You just want a lot of water, and you want to stir it, and you want it salted, okay? So I'm going to let that go. Now that that's going, now I'm going to start my clams, right? So now I've got the clams going. Leave the top right on there. So this will take anywhere from about 6 to 10 minutes. When that's done, this should be done. So you crank the heat right up and don't touch it. You'll want to touch it. You'll want to peek. Don't do it. Hey guys, it's been about 10 minutes. So we're done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the heat off on this big guy. Now just for pan conservation, if that's a kitchen term, I'm going to strain this, okay? Leave it a little bit wet, and I'm going to shut the heat off on my clams. I haven't even looked at them. Swear to God, I haven't touched them, right? So I'm just going to drain this. All right, so I drained it. That's it, okay? And then the heat's off of this puppy. Look at that. Is that fantastic, or is that fantastic, right? So I haven't touched it, ready to go. And then simply put, I'm going to take this, I'm going to dump it right in there. Heat's off, right? Perfect, clean, right? Pop that off to the side. And then I'm just going to stir it. I'm going to stir it all inside, right there. I mean, is that fantastic, or is that fantastic? Right? And I've got my oil, which I'm going to add a little bit more, right? Vito and Joe's extra virgin olive oil. Did I mention that? And I'm going to hit it. Now, I've already got some salt in there, so I don't really want to add salt. And the clams are from the sea, but I do want to add some pepper. So I'm going to crank a little pepper in there. Oh, I'll tell you, you can smell unbelievable. And then give it another stir. And you just want to give that a stir. See how beautiful that is? So you see that steam coming off? That right there is the smell of deliciousness. It's time to plate that puppy. What do you think? And now my favorite time. Oh, you can smell everything. I mean, the salt, the pepper, the olive oil, the clams. And what'll happen when these clams are cooked perfect, you don't even need to deshell them. I mean, they were literally, look at that, they just fall, they'll fall right out. So it's not even a work to get them out. Right away. You got the olive oil hitting with the flavor of the pasta, a little bit of heat, and the flavor of the clams, the wine. Oh my God, most of blowing. Absolutely. I mean, you can't reproduce that. It's just absolutely delicious. Oh my God. Boy, what a simple, fast, easy recipe. There's that last bit of clam. Oh my God, delicious. Guys, thanks so much for joining me here in my villa in Vico del Gargano, in our kitchen, Cugina. Having a great time sharing some great, authentic Italian Pulian recipes with you. Don't forget to go on our website, grab yourself and your family a bottle of wine, or well, wine too, but go right on our website. Grab yourself a bottle of our olive oil, Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. You can go right on our Facebook. You can go right on Amazon. Guys, have some fun in your kitchen. Spend some time setting traditions. Celebrate your heritage.
Good
Until
life,
next week, bon appetit.
full of fun seems to be the ideal.